Welcome to Nerd on Nerd with me, Ellie Campster.
And me, Liam Underwood. In this episode, we're going to be talking about The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, Season 1. I thought it was glamorous before we watched it, but...
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. I prefer glamorous, though. It sounds less sleazy.
But I think... Okay, well, we'll get to it later, so...
I'm just saying. I prefer
No,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, alright.
But I think that's relevant to the discussion we'll have about it later.
Before we get to that, it's time for catching up with Ellie and Liam. Catch me up.
Had an office summer party, Liam.
How did that go?
Yeah, it was fine.
What was it? Is it
Bit weird.
Celebrating the summer?
Yeah, it was just they've never done one before. They decided, hey, let's have a office summer party.
Was it kind of like the Wicker Man?
Like, did we build a giant wicker man and try and burn someone alive in it?
Yeah, like dress up as animals and sort of skip around and have Christopher Lee singing somewhere, even though he's dead.
No, not like that at all.
Oh. So it wasn't very, like, paganistic.
No, weird that. The company I work for, doesn't have a reputation for being particularly pagan.
What does it have a reputation for?
I don't really want to talk about it because while I don't say the name on here so that I don't get in trouble, I feel like if someone from work were to find this and I was just sitting here being like, oh, this is the reputation it's got, they'd probably be upset.
So, we can extrapolate from that. Not a good one.
It's got a fine reputation.
Anyway, so tell me more about this party.
It was fine.
That's not really, like, selling it. Like, what happened? Did you drink?
Yep, free alcohol till 10.
And then what happened after 10?
The alcohol was paid for.
By the company?
So Liam,
Right.
there was free alcohol till 10.
Yeah.
The sort of logical conclusion to what happens after 10 is that we would have to pay for the drinks. Oh. Traditionally, if it's free drinks till 10, that usually means, and after 10, they're not going to be free. Most people don't go, free drinks till 10, and also afterwards.
That would be good, though.
It would be. That would have been an amazing twist.
So,
but what all that led to was at about 9:55, most of the party went, oh shit, the drinks aren't going to be free in a minute, and then everyone went and just grabbed 3 bottles of beer each and were just wandering around with them.
Yeah, that's probably the smart thing to do.
Yeah, it was, and everyone did it. So
yeah.
I don't really know what their plan was, because that was obviously going to happen.
Fair enough. Any exciting gossip from the party?
No. They had fire dancers at the party, which was a weird choice, because no one watched them except me and the sort of 3 people that I was sitting down with at the time.
Why would you hire... So it's fire dancers?
Yeah, so, they did a bit of... I think one of them did a tiny bit of... Did he do fire eating? I think he sort of did some fire eating at one point. But a lot of it was, swinging around those dangly chains with fire on them.
Yeah. The things that, like hippie-looking people do on the beaches at uni to try and impress girls, but never works.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool.
And it didn't impress anyone at this party. Literally no one watched them. It was very depressing. I was like, these poor people have been hired.
Yeah.
They're doing something that is, difficult and also dangerous.
At our last work party, which was a Christmas one, we had a magician, which I think is always the safe choice to go with a sort of work party.
They had done a magician at the Christmas work party, so I feel like they were probably
done that.
Can you do a magician twice in a row?
Yeah, I think you should. I think it's preferable to fire dancing, isn't it?
Well, it depends on what you're there for, Liam.
What were you there for?
Party.
So did you really need entertainment then?
No, we didn't.
Was there a DJ?
There was a live band at one point.
Okay, what band was it?
I had no idea. I didn't watch them.
Were they playing original songs or covers?
Again, no idea. I didn't watch them.
What was the point of having them there then?
Well, a lot of people did, but the rest of us just hung around outside. It was very hot, so it was like a big hall.
Yeah.
Inside, huge, with a buffet in it, and then there was outside, which was this sort of astroturfed area with chairs all set up, with a buffet there as well. So, in the middle of this British heatwave that is hell, sitting outside. What? In the middle of the British heatwave?
Yeah.
You're aware we're in the middle of a heatwave?
Yeah, but it's not hell. I want to talk about it as my catching up with.
Oh yeah, sorry. Listeners, just to remind everyone, Liam works from home where he just can casually open some windows, turn on his big tower fans that he bought and just relax. At work, I'm in an air-conditioned building, which sounds fine, except when you leave the building for anything, you are immediately hit by the inferno that is London.
Yeah.
You then have to travel to and from London on trains that are rammed with people, which only some are air-conditioned because Britain is the slowest country at realising, hey, let's not make these carriages that heat up in the sun cooler.
Well, we so rarely need it, to be honest.
You don't need it at all, is the thing.
No, but I mean, we as in the country.
We are going to need it, Liam, because
Yeah, no,
this
we
is
are.
apparently our summers from now on are going to be this.
Perfect. I'm loving it. I really
I hate
am.
you so much.
Honestly, I'm
so angry about this, listeners. I know you all want to hear more about my amazing party, but I want to move on to Liam's catching up with, because he wants to talk about this heat, and I want to shout at him about how wrong he is.
Honestly, I'm so bored of seeing people moaning on Twitter and stuff like, oh, it's too hot. Oh,
It is too
I hate
hot.
it. I'm loving it. It feels like holiday weather. It feels like every day is a holiday. It's brilliant. I've been going to bed at night with like the windows open, the fan on, and I've just been sleeping like a baby every single night. It's fantastic. I've absolutely loved it. I
can't wait for you to move house and
thing
get somewhere
is-
that's shitter than this place.
But the thing
Like,
is, this
I
place,
want you to end up like top floor of a flat, so all the heat rises.
yeah, but this place isn't built for heat either, because it's really well insulated, so it gets really hot in this place. But I think the problem is, I hate like our typical British weather, which is cold and wet and windy and just miserable. I hate that. So to finally have like the opposite for like more than a week, I'm just in my element. I'm so happy with it. I like have made.
I mean, the real issue with that sentence was you saying "my element" as if any natural place or situation on Earth could be suited to you.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I think it's been great. Like, okay, I'm quite hairy, so like my legs get a bit sweaty and stuff at times.
No, hair's good for heat. It does. It like having hair helps. There's something to do with the way the hair follicles are, that it lets air flow through and it cools you down.
Yeah, that's totally possible if you're moving.
It's not only possible, Liam. It is a fact.
Yeah, but if you're moving, I don't move a lot.
No, it's not if you're moving. Don't
okay.
take the fact I just told you and try and make it your own thing.
You should feel the back of my legs right now and be like, oh yeah,
I
that
don't
hair
want
is
to.
a good idea, because
I don't
they're
want
just
to.
like wet.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah, I don't
Sweat
mind
helps
it.
cool you down.
I don't mind it. I honestly absolutely loving it. I hope that this lasts for at least another month.
Well, it will. It's happening until August.
Like I get it. Like you know, when I walk to my car, it's fine. I've been wearing a lot of shorts, a lot of vest tops. It's hot, but I don't know why everyone's moaning. I would understand public transport,
Because they have to go to work.
Yeah, public transport's probably not good.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't apply to me, so I'm loving it. It's so good. It's so good, honestly.
No, what do you mean honestly? I'm in the heat wave with you. It's not. I feel like you've misunderstood. The issue isn't that you're experiencing something different to me. So.
No, but I think the
So
issue
I know how bad it is.
Yeah, I think the issue is like people just seem to be hating it for some reason, and I'm just kind of talking to our listeners and being like, honestly, ignore all of the little moany people on Twitter. It's brilliant.
I feel like our listeners at this point just know by now that when you're saying something, it's usually just best to go, oh, Liam's saying something. He's probably different to everyone else, so I'm just going to ignore it.
Yeah.
And that was the right decision, listeners. Good job. I'm glad you've learnt that.
That it's
After all these years.
once it starts raining again, I'm gonna moan my head off because
Well, it's raining tomorrow,
so
so
bored
here we
of
go.
seeing people moaning.
It's
about
raining
the heat.
tomorrow till Sunday, and it's thunderstorms.
Yeah, I heard it's
so
meant to be a
have
4-day
fun.
storm.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I enjoy thunderstorms.
They're fine.
Cool. Anything else you've done, Liam, apart from
Just
sit in the heat, is I think what we can take from your catching up with?
Yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Oh, it's made going to
How
the cinema
exciting.
good, except I missed out on an unlimited screening because the cinema emailed me the morning of the screening and were like, so our aircon's broken in that screening room.
Ooh.
We've been kind of putting people off of going to any screenings that we have in there. The most people we've had at one point was 20, and it hit something like 30 degrees in that room. We've got 120 people booked for this unlimited screening. Please don't come. So
I'd have gone.
I mean, so I'm kind of here like maybe move it to a different screening that has aircon.
I'm assuming, Liam, they've probably, got those screenings booked. Those screens have probably got people in them or just been emptied of a thing. And weirdly, they probably don't want to, move a screening of people that aren't paying because you're all unlimited and they don't give a shit. You've already paid them.
Yeah.
They probably don't want to stop the people who are going to pay.
But wouldn't you want to treat your loyal customers
No,
well?
not at all. No, because you're already paying, and they're not going to scare you away by making you miss. Not even telling you can't go, just saying, please don't come to this one. You're not going to not pay them.
I think it's ridiculous.
Show them that by not paying for your unlimited screenings.
Well, if I move to somewhere that doesn't have a Cineworld, that is what I'll be doing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not because you're in rebellion, it's because you might move somewhere different.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But no, I just think, sort it out. Just fix the aircon.
Yeah, I think they probably were.
Well, not quick enough. So I missed out on that. So
Also, for someone that loves the heat so much, it seems weird to me that you then went. They went, oh yeah, it's going to get to 30 in there, which is the current temperature is 34 outside.
yeah, that was with like 20 people though. You know that if it's going to be like,
yeah, it probably gets like 36.
It's-
So
no,
like today,
it would-
and you're loving it.
it
And dude,
would
you're loving it.
probably
No, Liam,
be-
Liam, remember you're loving the heat. It's like you're on holiday.
When I-
So
I think-
I'd imagine you'd have gone in that cinema and been like, woohoo!
The first-
Some Hawaiian weather in here.
the first time I saw Batman vs Superman was in a screening that was pretty busy and had no aircon, and it wasn't.
Oh my god. It now all makes sense why you love that film so much, because you literally were tortured while watching it, and you've come. Oh, it's Stockholm Syndrome. I got it.
Yeah, but then I went to see it a second time and still loved it.
I'm so yeah, but by that point you were already
I was like,
beset with
what,
Stockholm Syndrome. It
indicted?
all makes sense now.
Indicted?
I'm glad we solved
Is that the word?
Go on, say again.
Indicted? Is that the word?
What word were you trying to say?
Like when you kind of like become indicted by a prisoner situation, or like brainwashing. What's the word for that? I don't think it is indicted.
I mean, the term is Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
what I'm
but there's a
saying.
word that is.
You're
better.
thinking of, I think,
Indoctrinated.
Indoctrinated, you were thinking
That's
of.
the
Yeah.
word. There we go. So nerd on nerd. We're not the best with words.
But we get there.
Well,
But we try hard.
have you got anything else for catching up with?
Yeah,
Just summer party.
no, listeners, we're on a bad recording schedule again. After fixing it, we had, I think, one episode where we were proud and we were like, we're back on schedule, everything's fine. And then we're bad again. This episode we are recording it
Thursday.
3 days after it was meant to go up.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that in like a let's blame people. I'm not going to point fingers. I'm just saying
It
it
would
in
be
like
impossible to, because, well, it wouldn't be impossible
yeah,
to.
I know,
We know that.
who could we blame? But
We know that it was
what I'm saying, I'm not trying to have a go, Liam.
equal
What I'm saying
responsibility.
is that it means we aren't having a lot of time between recordings to go and do stuff.
Yeah, I haven't done a lot. I went to a load of
Yeah,
films. I've got like so many films that I've had to not talk about 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I've been doing stuff, but it's not for catching up with. It's for.
I mean, also going to the cinema isn't like a day activity. You go, you watch the film, and you come home.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, but that's why you say like, oh, I've been doing so much stuff. I don't know if you can count like 2 hours a day as like, the busiest.